Hi everyone, happy Monday to you. Today is time management and the power of threes. Cassie and I have posted in our team page the Power of Threes document. We want you to check that out. It's a really great reminder of how to perform activities during your day that are going to move your business forward. It reminds you to do your vital behaviors, and it also shows you a little bit about what to do daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly in Beachbody. So what you're doing daily, the power of threes is 3 invites and 3 contacts, 3 messages, and 3 coach opportunities. So it asks you to do this daily. At this point in your new coach training, we want you to focus on the power of threes in every realm except for your coach invites. Inviting coaches to the opportunity is going to happen naturally. All of you are here because you were in a challenge group and you had a really great and rocking experience, we hope, and you wanted to become a coach. So don't worry so much about reaching out to people and being like, hey, I think you'd be a really good coach right now. When you get challengers enrolled into your challenge groups, that's naturally going to occur when you start to talk to them about the coaching opportunity. You're going to see more people that have interest, and you're not going to have to work so hard at sending out those invites to your contact list or even to your cold market. So make sure that you are looking at the Power of Threes document and that you are trying to invite at least 3 people per day to one of your challenge groups, and that you are adding to your network at least 3 people a day, and that you're messaging 3 people a day. So I didn't understand this when I first started, and I really kind of flubbed it up. So I want to tell you what I found works the best. So when I'm going through my Facebook friends and I'm looking to add people to my network, this happens naturally as you move forward. So as you get friends involved in the challenge process, the challenge group process, they're going to start referring their friends to you. If they're having a great experience, it just happens naturally. You're going to automatically start adding people to your network. And then once they start adding to your network, you're going to have friends of friends of friends. So what I do usually is if they add me as a Facebook friend on Facebook, then I kind of look through their friends and look at people that seem pretty like-minded with me. For me, it's if they're skiers or they're stay-at-home moms or they have one little boy or they love dogs. All of the different things that make me me are who I'm searching for when I'm looking through to add to my network. If I'm looking for a huge burly dude that wants to bench press 250 pounds and whatever, he's not going to identify with me and my fluffy, cozy challenge groups. Some guys will because they have a great sense of humor. Thanks, Mike. And other people are going to be like, that girl, I have nothing in common with her. So look for people that, seem like you. Add those people to your network. Do it, authentically. Don't feel like you just have to randomly start adding people. I always love, I just started to explore Instagram. I go through there and I look at people, and if I absolutely love their photography or I love, posts that they're putting up that are inspirational, then I'll just message them in the background. And, eventually when we start a conversation, I'll add them as a friend on Facebook. Make it authentic. The biggest key to expanding your business is messaging and talking to people. Honestly, authentically speaking to people and caring about them. I reach out to people daily that I haven't talked to in years, people from high school, people from college, and just say, hey, I haven't talked to you in forever. You popped up in my friends, in my happy birthday today or whatever, something that just triggers your mind about them. If you see a post on Facebook or they like something that you've put up, those are automatic indicators that, if you message them, they're going to be like, hey, that's awesome. Thanks for reaching out. Sometimes people are too busy to reply. If they don't get back to you right away, it's fine. You honestly have to start this process from the heart and just reaching out to people and saying, hey, I really just want to know how your life is going. We're not all about selling things. We're about helping people change their lives and get healthier. So some people may not want that in their life right now, and that's fine. But the only way that you're going to find that out is if you start a conversation. So Use the Power of Three document and start conversations, start messages. Those will lead to invites eventually. You don't have to just blanket invite people and be like, hey, I'm running a challenge group. If you're talking to them every day and they're one of your personal friends or it's one of your family members, then yeah, go ahead and invite them. But if you haven't talked to a person in 15 years and you say, hey, I'm running challenge groups, are you interested? Chances are they're going to be like, what? I haven't talked to you in forever. So start the conversations and make it authentic and really care about who they are first. When you're messaging people, that's your opportunity to get to know more about them. So listen more than you talk. You're going to hear key elements of people. They're going to see your journey on Facebook. That's your opportunity to talk. That's your opportunity to tell people about what you're doing in your own life and about your fitness journey. So speak to people through Facebook when you're messaging them. Listen. People will tell you, hey, I've watched you. You're really inspiring. You're really motivating. And you'll be like, oh yeah, like, what interested you about my post or whatever. And that'll get your conversation going and it'll naturally lead you into asking questions that are more fitness and health related. And then eventually an invite will happen automatically. And like I said, once you have them invited into the challenge process, then the coaching starts to happen. You get to start opening that opportunity to them. So all of this flows really naturally if you just let it. It can be intimidating at first, but most everyone in this group are very personable and they're very open. Even if you're a huge introvert, like I don't love posting on Facebook. It's not my favorite thing to do. I was a very private person before this. So, I never shared about having lupus. I never talked to people. But now that I know that it's helping people, it's automatic every day for me. I want to post about it because I have so many people that have benefited from my story in their own lives that it really is a motivator for me. It makes me want to, if I could bottle up the way that I feel and give it away for free, I would. But I can't, but I can lead them that direction with Beachbody. So, all right, so time management is the last piece of this puzzle. And I'm going to tell you this from a place of total heart. You have to schedule your business hours. You will become completely obsessed with this company and this business because it's a passion. Most of you guys that are here have experienced some sort of life change through these groups. And so when you start to have people that are seeing success and you're starting to have people that are motivated by you, it really inspires you to keep going and keep moving forward. So you can get lost in this. I always call it like the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole because you seriously, like, you can jump in head first and not come out for a while. So you guys know that in the groups, usually I will comment on posts first thing in the morning and then sometime in the afternoon. I cut off everything around 5:30 because I have to go and pick up my son from daycare, and then it's family time for me. My husband was feeling quite neglected there for a little bit because I always had my phone in hand or I was on my laptop. And at certain points, like right now when we're doing these trainings and everything, your business will pick up and you'll have to kind of adjust. You have to make sacrifices sometimes, and your friends and family will understand, but you don't want that to be an everyday occurrence. And part of the reason that we wanted to become coaches is because we wanted to have a life of design of our own. So we wanted to be able to control our hours and everything. So make sure you're setting business hours. The other piece of that is that make sure that you're carving out at least an hour per day if you want to grow your business. You need to be inviting 80% of that hour. You need to be talking to people, starting new conversations, reaching out. And then 20% of that time is posting on your social media, talking to other people, that are already in your challenge groups, making sure you're following up with people and that all of your current challengers are getting the support that they need. So make sure that you carve out at least an hour. We call it a power hour, to do your power of threes and to check in with your challenge group. And if you're doing coach training and everything, that counts as part of that hour right now. But once you're done with your training, make sure that you're using that hour specifically for inviting and getting new people started in the process. Your vital behaviors don't count as part of that hour except for the inviting, because you're going to need time to do your workout. You're going to need time to do your personal development and things like that. That's kind of more personal. Your business power hour is what you really want to focus on, that power of threes document, and get that done. So if you have any questions about this, time management is super critical. I can't tell you how important it is. I am not a morning person, but I've been getting up about an hour to an hour and a half earlier every morning before Finn gets up because it's important to me. So if you are looking to grow your business, carve out the time, find those little places in your life that you can sacrifice time. You don't want to sacrifice your family, and you don't want to sacrifice your, crucial life items that keep you sane. I know for me, I still need to watch TV a little bit to disengage in the evening. So I haven't given it up completely, but I watch a heck of a lot less than I used to. And I listen to my personal development while I am in the shower, or while I'm doing dishes or cooking dinner, in the car. I just carve out time that I otherwise would be preoccupied with other things that weren't really moving me forward. So we all have 24 hours in the day. How you use yours is totally up to you. I know sometimes it feels overwhelming. As a parent that stays home with one toddler, it's really crazy sometimes, and I feel like I can't get it done and I don't know where the hours go. But you have to kind of just schedule your time. If you make a schedule and you have set goals, you're going to do a lot better than if you're just flying from the hip. So shooting from the hip, I think that's the right saying. Anyway, all right, we really appreciate you listening to this video. We'll see you tomorrow for more. Please comment in the comment section if you have any questions or concerns, and check out the daily action. We really appreciate you being here. Talk to you tomorrow.